Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Maybelline edition. We're trying out a bunch of Maybelline products, their whole line, most popular products. I'm trying to get into the drugstore, and here's the complexion side. I'm actually more excited for this side than the eye products. I feel like I'm gonna get a good kick out of these products. I got the feel of the products, how they feel, the packaging, and I'm really excited. So let's just get a kick of it. My face is already, prepped and good to go. I've used my regular moisturizer. I can't wait to use, I have a bunch of stuff here. I can't wait to use the foundation. I have the Dewy and Smooth Fit Me foundation, which is for normal to dry skin tones. This is supposed to hydrate and smooth skin texture, and it gives a natural luminous skin finish. So I love this. I love this packaging. I love that it's glass, it feels heavy. Presentation is nice. It's, strong and sturdy. I like it. However, when I open it up, it doesn't bring a pump. It's more so the actual bottle, which again, I like the fact that you can control how much you put out, but I can see this being a mess, putting this on my purse on the go or traveling, I can see this getting messy real fucking quick. But given the case that we're not going anywhere and that I don't really mind, I'm trying to be super careful with this and not spill it all over my clothes, let's get ahead and try this out. Well, I went into the foundation right away. I didn't even ask you if you guys wanted to watch the video, so if you do, just stay here. So this is what it looks like. I'm using the shade 220 Natural Beige. I feel like this is gonna fit me actually perfectly. Get it? Fit me foundation? No. Okay. Let's just put this on my hand just a little bit, kind of get an idea. So it's supposed to be a natural finish. I'm super excited about this. I feel like this is gonna match me perfectly. I'm gonna go with my e.l.f. Airbrush stipple brush and dig this bad boy into my skin. It's gonna dot that. My skin is very sensitive and very dry. Okay, I think I'm falling in love because it is giving me a natural finish, but it's not heavy, but it's covering up the red in my skin, and I'm really into that. Okay, so this is with the amount of product that I put on my face, which kind of sums up like a pump, let's call it. I did like a pump-sized amount, and I'm in love. I look so glowy. Can you guys see this? Okay. I think I found a new love. Let's just talk about that for a second. I love how thin the formula feels. It feels like I have nothing on, and it's amazing. I'm not gonna lie, and I like the fact that it kind of unified everything without making it, a white canvas. Like plain, I look very luminous, yet much more put together. I'm actually gonna pour a little bit more before closing this out. I know I have a concealer to work with, but I wanna try to build this up and see how it looks. I'm gonna close it so we avoid any spillings. I have a really pretty blouse on, I don't wanna ruin it. Okay, so let's just pour a little bit more. Okay, so aside from the fact that this matches me beautifully, God, I have such a gut-giving talent of matching my shade without even trying it on, I bought this online and it looks so beautiful. This looks amazing in my skin. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the MAC Face and Body foundation, which I'm just seeing this being a video of doing a battle of the MAC Body and Face Foundation, the Fit Me foundation, because this looks so good. I'm putting it on, I'm building it up, and my face is already so much more unified, but it looks so glowy and awake. I feel like it looks like I've slept 8 hours every single day for my whole life, It looks amazing. I do quite enjoy the texture of this. And you know what I like? I like that it doesn't attach to my pimples or the texture of them. Some can, dry up around them, especially when my skin is like this. It's very dry and very sensitive, and I love the fact that it didn't do that. I love the fact that it just, went in, sunk up, and just looked good, and I enjoy that. I don't like the smell. It's weird, yeah, but the smell of the product, that can be a big thing. I don't like the smell. It doesn't smell bad, okay, so don't get me wrong on that. but it smells like children's makeup. That's what it smells like for me. I'm not a fan of it, but given how it looks, I can definitely look past this. I can feel this becoming like my go-to. This looks so good and it looks like I have nothing on. I think that's what I like the most about this foundation. You know that I like me a really good, light and natural, dewy, glowy foundation that looks like nothing on the skin, even if it perfects my skin a little. I love that. I love that it looks like nothing. Like I just applied a good moisturizer and I've slept 8 hours. That's what it feels like. I love this right off the bat. A++++. It's less than $10. I believe that was $8, so thank you. Thank you, Maybelline. Now we're gonna go into a very renowned product. So the Instant Age Rewind Corrector, the concealer, was such a big hit. Like I remember this being such a big thing when it came out. I remember my friend coming here to the States to get this because I'm from DR, so I remember my friend wanted to come to the States to get this, and she was like, yeah, this is such a big thing, and I was like, back then I wasn't into makeup, but I was like, this looks so ugly. And I'm sorry, Maybelline, but this looks so ugly. And I get the fact that you get to, you know, like put it in and I guess smudge it with this. I'm not a fan of this. I already tried it on my hand. No bueno. Let's just, no. So I'm gonna dig in, I'm gonna actually pour it on. So you pour out product like this. This is so weird to me. Why can't you just use a doe foot applicator like a normal makeup brand? And I guess they're known for this, but not a fan. This feels so odd, like a sponge, but not a sturdy sponge. It's like I'm using the one that I do the dishes with on my face, and I'm not a fan of that. I truly am not. However, let's just see how the product wears out. Okay, I can see how this can be such a big thing for a lot of people. It's very thin in the sense that it doesn't feel heavy on the skin. It more so feels like you're putting on like moisturizer. It doesn't feel like you're putting on concealer. It's very thin. I don't feel like the coverage of this is too intense. I'd say around light to medium. It's not very intense. And it's crazy because it's not dewy, but it's not matte either. I want to say it's more on the matter side, but it's not drying out my face and I don't see it already creasing. So I can see how this can grow on me. I'm gonna apply some more. However, this feels very yicky. It's weird because this is it's such a thin product, but I can see the impact that it has on my skin. Let's just wait it out. I'm gonna keep doing the rest of my makeup and then see how I feel about it. However, as for the rest of my face where it's not, you know, the under eyes, the most important area for me, it's looking quite good. It's adhering very well to my skin. Again, it feels like nothing, very thin consistency, I'd say. And again, light to medium, but very brightening effect. I'm not gonna, because you can see it there. It looks very bright and here as well. I like this, but I'm not quite sure how I feel about it. So let's just move on. I didn't buy powder because none of it really called to my attention. I don't like testing products just because I can. I try products that actually excite. Fuck. I think I poured out a little more. Okay, let's move on. I'm not gonna touch that. So I had heard so many good things about the Maybelline City Bronzer powder. Now, the version that I got online. It's, I guess, a New York version. Let me just show it real quick. This is so ugly, guys. To me, this packaging is so ugly. It feels very plasticky. This design with New York, to me, is so ugly and it doesn't look high quality. Like, if I would look at this at the store, I by all means wouldn't buy it. I mean, the original version, which has like, you know, the Maybelline plain version, looked, you know, all right. But this thing, this is a Monica repeller. This would definitely repel me out because I wouldn't go for this. I don't know, I'm a big critique of packaging. Packaging excites me to try products, so I don't know. So let's just dig in. So I did swatch this because again, I was so repelled by this that I had to try it because my brain just works like that. And I actually swatched it and it looked really, really nice. Now this is in the shade 300, I believe. Oh, by the way, the concealer that I used was in the shade 122 Sable. I'm gonna go ahead and dig into this bronzer. I'm gonna use my Morphe M177. I love this brush for powder bronzer, so I'm just gonna, oh dear lord. This is so powdery. This is so powdery. Okay. Okay, so I don't know if it's the combination of this bronzer with the foundation that I'm wearing right now, but this looks so good. Once I dust it off and actually softly applied it, it looks pretty darn good. It looks way warmer than I anticipated from the website. So to keep that in mind, just go and look at the product. I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that there's a discrepancy between what I saw and what I'm seeing here. But I'm not gonna lie, this looks nice, and it's weird because it's matte, but it's not flattening out my face. You know, there are some matte powders that just look plain on your skin, and you look plain, and that's all it looks like. But I feel like this still captured the essence of the foundation. My skin still looks bright, even though I applied all of that powder on top of it. And by the way, guys, this is nicely adhering into my skin. I'm not really mad at it. It's creasing a little bit, though. I feel like this concealer is self-setting in the sense that it's so thin that it just stuck to my face and it doesn't look like it needs setting. It feels like I applied moisturizer with a little bit of concealer, and that gave birth to this. And so far, so freaking good. So I'm gonna try the blush. It's the I believe it's the Fit Me Blush. It's the shade Plum, which is this kind of pink, purpley shade. I know it might look scary, but I just wanted to dive into something different. I usually go for either corally shades or more bronzy shades, and I wanted to go to something out of my comfort zone. So let's give this a try. I'm actually super excited about this. So let's just dive right in. Again, this looks matte. I like the fact that it's not super powdery. Wow, it looks actually very pink, and I feel like it's one of those blushes that actually shows up on my skin. And because it's so plummy and all that stuff, I feel like it matches perfectly with the eye situation that I got going on. So kudos to my selection. It's funny because I don't usually go for powder products when it comes to complexion. Powder tends to stick to whatever I have on and just dry it out. And I feel like none of these products, even though they're powder and even though they're matte, because if you look at this product, there's no sheen into it. It's pure matte. But when I put it on my skin, I don't feel like it flattens out my face, but rather work with a product that's underneath it. And I feel like if you have a matte base, yes, it will look matte. But if you have, you know, somewhat of a normal to dewy situation, it won't look as flat. Especially, I feel like this, you can see it, like my skin still looks very luminous aside from the fact that I did put a bunch of powder on top of it. So I like this, guys. I'm really into this. I'm really happy I got into Maybelline because I like the color. I wouldn't actually think I'd wear this, but it looks really nice. So I'm really happy. So let's dive into the highlighter. I got the Master Chrome highlighter in Molten Gold. So I wanted to pick something different other than, you know, white gold, which I already have by e.l.f. and I use it every single day. So this is more of a goldeny shade. Yes, it might look a little intense, but who doesn't like an intense highlighter, you know? It's very, very sexy. It really called onto my attention. Now, if you look at this packaging, yes, it's plastic, but you know, just with the pressing of the powder, how it has a pattern, and it just, I feel like this catches my attention more. This was the first product that I inputted in my cart because it just called my name. It looks so sexy and so reflective. Beautiful. So let's dig in. Let me take my highlighter brush. I like the fact that it's not super powdery. It's a little bit powdery, but not super powdery. I don't know if this is gonna be too dark or too gold for my face, but let's see how it goes. It's a little bit powdery, so I suggest you to dust it out. Because it's so intense, it emphasizes just a little bit of texture. But I mean, who doesn't have pores? Let's just sit down for a second and know that we all have pores. And if you use a pore filling primer, this is not an issue. But can you just gonna let the product speak for itself. I think this is one of the most beautiful and reflective highlighters ever. This is so delicious and it was so cheap. I'm gonna list the price below. I just want to emphasize how cheap everything was, especially from Walgreens. If you have an account, it's gonna be buy one, get one for 50% off. This whole purchase, and I kid you not, this whole purchase was $85. Like, well, the whole purchase with the eye products and the face products, and it's just so crazy to me how that would amount to maybe 1 or 2 products in Sephora. When, oh my god, so beautiful highlighter. When $80 gets you, you know, a whole brand, like a whole face. That just emphasizes how much we don't need to spend that much money on makeup if it's not, you know, something that fills your soul. If you just want to get something on the go that works, you don't have to spend a lot of money. It's just a matter of finding the right products for you. But oh my god, Maybelline's such a great place to start. So beautiful. Look at the highlight. I just can't. So I actually got 2 lip products that I'm really excited about. Maybe one does not fit in really well with what we're doing here, but it's something that I definitely want to try in the future. I got the Maybelline newest glosses. It's the Lifter Gloss in 009 Topaz. It's such a beautiful pink. It reminds me a lot of the gloss bombs, and the packaging, can we just say, what a glow up. This, I feel like this is one of the most beautiful packages from Maybelline that I have from everything that came out. It's so beautiful, and I think, yeah, this is plastic, but it looks so good with the fact that it has, you know, the cap, everything's squared, see-through, you get the nice line of the product. This looks so high-end. Like, I would see this at Sephora, and I wouldn't think twice that I'm paying, you know, like $8 for it. I think this is so beautiful, beautiful packaging, feels heavy. You're gonna be just show it to you. And then I have the Maybelline 105 Explorer shade and the SuperStay matte ink. Does this match with anything that I have on? No. Do I want to wear it? Yes. This is such a beautiful color, and I already smelled it. I didn't swatch it, but I smelled it, and it smells so good. It smells so good. It smells like vanilla. So sweet. So nice. And this one, let me see what it smells like. It's more softer, the smell, which makes it even more all to all high-end. But first, let me actually finish up the eyes, and then we can finish this whole look, and I can give you a wrap-up of my thoughts on these products, which I feel like we can already tell. We can already tell the outcome of everything here, essentially. Okay guys, so I've done the rest of my eyes, so let's just dive into the lips. Now, I know that the blue one is not gonna be, you know, the right lip for this, but I do want to try it for the sake of my curiosity. So I'm gonna jump into this one, try it out, and then we're gonna go with the gloss, which obviously will look great with this. So let's dig in. I'm super excited about this. I hope it doesn't emphasize my dry ass lips. Okay, I didn't honestly think how hard it would be to put on blue lipstick. It is, especially electric blue, which is why I didn't do a close-up on me applying it because it's so disastrous. Does this look well with this? Of course not. Do I like the lipstick? I actually do, I'm not gonna lie. It looks very... I'm gonna actually zoom you guys in for the lips. I want you to get an idea of what it looks like. It's actually not super matte. I don't know if it dries out to be a matte, but I do like the color payoff. I do like the fact that it doesn't emphasize the dryness of my lips. Essentially, like, it doesn't hold on to any dry areas, and it's actually pretty wet, if you can see. If you look at the whole situation, if you look at the whole, you know, curly hair and kind of cool tony look, I don't feel like it looks very odd. However, I feel like for the general public, this might be a little too much. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this. However, A++++. I do like this. I feel like it's sticky more so than matte. Ooh, but when I don't, obviously this is not a good practice, but when I did like this, it removes some color. I think it's the fact that you just need to wait for it to dry before, you know, fully dry before you start. Not that you ever do that with a matte lipstick. I just did that because I'm annoying and I'm weird. But just to keep that in mind. So far, so good. I'm gonna go take this off and try the gloss. Okay, so I'm gonna actually try the lip gloss in the shade Topaz. This looks so good. I already know I'm gonna like this. So this is already recommended. Like, just to let you guys know. Guys, one thing to say about this. This is gloss bomb in Maybelline packaging. If you've been dying to try the Gloss Bombs by Fenty, look no further. I'm not even gonna do a battle of the products here because it's very, very obvious. I can't even make a content out of this because it's very, very, very obvious. I don't like about this packaging that it's kind of like pushing outside, so to close it out I have to really try it. Not that that's a product defect, but something to mention out. Wow. Just look at how glossy. Can we just... Jesus Lord. That looks beautiful. That looks so, so good. Can we just admire the greatness of Maybelline? But I'm really excited about this, and I love how this is making my lips feel. This is like butter on lips, and it's not sticky at all, which I adore. I hate sticky lip glosses. And that highlight. We're off to a good start, 2021. Maybelline. Guys, I highly recommend everything. I can't say no to anything that I've tested today. It's been so, so good complexion-wise. I have nothing bad to say, so by all means, do let me know what other products have you tried from Maybelline. You know, I already did the video 1 with the eye products, and now I've done the complexion side. Like, what complexion products did I miss here that I could have really enjoyed? Like, do you guys like the powders, or do they have like good primers? But by all means, I feel like I'm entering a whole new world and I want more. So if you have any brand or any other Maybelline product that you'd like me to try, or that you feel like I'm missing out, by all means, comment it down below. I will try. Yeah, and I hope to see you guys soon. Do subscribe, join the fam, support it. I'm super excited, guys. Super excited with Maybelline. What a lovely video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.